Is the good worth the bad that they have to do? And this is something we all ask ourselves. What's happening, man?
All good. Thank you so much for this opportunity, guys, and congratulations on this second season of Cross. Releasing a series today is very different from a few years ago. Everything is discussed in real time, online, on Twitter, on X. How do you experience premieres in this very, very strange era?
Man, I'm interested to see what you have to say about this, because we both came up in this business, but you've been a star for a long time. And
star is a very rough.
Well, I'm just saying, you've been in the game for a long time, but you were. I remember. I feel like I remember you like being famous at a time where we didn't have the social media, we didn't have that, and then obviously your fame transcended into a time where that is all you get, and it's tough sometimes because people are in real time saying everything they need to say, and sometimes it's not the greatest. With this show, though, the other side of that, the benefit is that we get to see how people respond in real time as they're watching the show, and they're loving it. So
that's good.
It can be a double-edged sword, but for us, it's been a great experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do think that social media makes things more transactional. We go from show to show to show to show to show. Yeah. A lot of things you forget. I think a show like this, the success they had the first season, it resonates on a deeper level. And I think that makes this show different, and it's sort of exceptional in that way. Because you didn't just transact through it, right? They did 40 million views in the first 20 days. That's unheard of worldwide. We're talking to Argentina today because of its worldwide popularity. So it's when you have a hit show like this, it's incredible because you can reach so many different corners of the world.
And in this season, Aldis, we see Cross, who has spent, let's say, like too much staring into the abyss. And the abyss starts like staring back at him. What was it like to inhabit that big gray area between what's right and what is immoral? And how does it feel different from season 1?
So I would say the primary difference from season 1 to season 2 is the nature of growth, the organic nature of these characters moving through life. We get to meet them at different periods, different stages. So you're going to learn backstories and histories from other characters, other fan favorites that you'll love. As far as Cross, he's still in his journey. We know where we met him last season. Coming into this season, he is ambitious about moving forward in life, and he might hit a few roadblocks here and there. As it relates to the idea of morality, justice, those kind of things, vigilantism is the primary theme of this season. For me, as an audience member, the question I come away with is like, okay, if someone's doing something wrong, but for the right reason, is that justifiable? Is that okay? And if somebody is doing something that can be good, but they're going about it the wrong way, how do we treat that? Is the good worth the bad that they have to do? And this is something we all ask ourselves, where we fall on our moral line. So we get to explore that a little bit. And honestly, it's a conversation we get to have with the audience that's fun because, to your earlier point, they start hitting the socials and talking about it.
I do think that the show, the first season and this season, both are incredibly socially relevant. It's as if Ben, the showrunner, had a crystal ball and could see what the zeitgeist would be like in this exact moment as we're releasing February 11th. Because I do think what we're seeing throughout the season 2 is this ambiguity and the moral ambiguity of humanity. And, certainly in America right now, we are experiencing that firsthand.
Exactly.
Well, we are living, as you guys say, in a very delicate moment where abuses of power by extremely wealthy and influential figures are coming to light in the US and around the world. Like, this is something like really global. And season 2 opens with a millionaire artist in the middle of a very extreme kind of celebration. How important is for Cross to reflect those kinds of realities without turning them like into an explicit headline or just a punchline?
So that's the thing. It's a great question. We always try to walk the line of entertainment with a grand degree of respect for those that we're going to represent or reflect in the stories. We don't want to be salacious. We don't want to be voyeuristic whenever it comes to because we know there are people who are living in these existences. They live out the consequences. We want to a point, be a mirror for reflection of the conversation that needs to be had. You know, we pull from real storylines. That's why we try to be as timely as possible. We pull from the things that we deeply care about, and then when we execute it on the show, we try to show the humanity of, you know, the people who are going through oppression. But also, we try to clarify some of the conversations that people have a little bit fuzzy right now, just to help them understand how to distinguish what is valuable. In the first season, you know, dealing with Cross as a detective, standing between his job and his community, feeling conflicted about how to serve both in the best interest while they are, you know, sort of at odds. Also being a Black detective, and what does that mean? You know, but that's natural air for us because we live in that space every day. If we can represent clarity within the confusion, then for us, that is the highest grand honor of the art that we get to do.
Ooh, that's a good answer. Write that down. Put that, put that out on the social medias. Let's go.
I got it on video. That is better.
That was so good.
Guys,
that was so good.
I'm so sad that that's my time, but thank you so much. Matthew, I will never get able to see you again. I love you so much since I was like this. So it's so crazy to see you guys. And for real, this second season of Cross is incredible, and it's bigger, darker. I like it so much. And thank you for this opportunity, guys.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Aldis, Matthew, thank you so much.